Hopefully, all of you have received a mailing from the vestry this week. We are now in our commitment and giving time during November, and that mailing detailed some of that effort this year, and we invite your response actually on Thanksgiving Sunday with your estimate of giving cards. And to help us think further about all of this, we'll have a sharing today and a sharing next Sunday as well. So I'd like to invite our senior warden, Joe Sirak, to come up and share with us this morning as part of our commitment and giving program.
Good morning. You'll forgive me, I have paper today. I'm advanced in years and I can't trust myself to shut up and not wander. So I wrote it down, so I'm going to promise myself I'm sticking to the script here. 20 months ago, we all began a new way of life, a new normal, due to the COVID-19 virus. We were cut off from each other in many ways. Families were kept from being able to spend time with each other. Our Holy Trinity family was kept apart. But God is good. We developed ways to keep connected. Zoom, FaceTime, Facebook Live. And we learned to cherish our new ways of contact. While these means were helpful, we all still had a responsibility to be physically present for our families, a responsibility to care for our families, and a responsibility to provide for our families. God heard our prayers and gave us sound, science-based ways to protect ourselves and others, and indeed provided us with brilliant scientists who developed the COVID vaccines. Because of the blessings of God, we are able to move more freely now and gather together safely. This pandemic has caused difficulties for many and has created challenges for all of us to meet our responsibilities to our families. But conditions are improving, and we are beginning to see our way out of the dark. Let this be the year we return to the sunshine and give thanks for all that our God has done to keep us safe and to keep us together as family. My husband Tim and I own an optical shop in Philly. He's an optician. We had to shut down early during the pandemic, as many shops did. And I work in a hospital in the city of Trenton that was hit hard early with COVID because we have a prison contract at our hospital and we have most of our referrals come to us from local nursing homes. And while it was scary, quite scary to go to work every day, I was grateful to have a place to go and have some sense of normalcy. Early on in this pandemic, we were also experiencing protest, which in some cases resulted in violence and destruction. Our business in Philly was one that was targeted and destroyed. We went into the shop the next morning and were devastated to see that pretty much everything was lost. They didn't steal anything, they just destroyed. And then, as I see it, God sent an army of our neighbors our family to come and help us with the cleanup. As you can see, I was overcome emotionally at the time, and I still am when I think of it. After 16 years of being in business in the neighborhood, that day I felt like we really belonged. That we had, thank you, I knew that was coming. when we got married, I never had my program booklet, and Teresa just magically appeared with a program booklet every single time. I felt like we had finally belonged there. That we had an extended family I wasn't even aware of. But there they were with brooms and dustpans and trash bags and words of comfort and hugs. This is what families do. They get in there and they get a little dirty and they lift us up when we need the help. Now's the happy part. We were able to replace everything in the shop and spruce it up, and when we were able to reopen, our family, our new family, showed up to support us with their business, and we've been busier than ever. As you can see, my family and I have been truly blessed, and we are grateful for every kindness shown to us. We are grateful that science has helped us to find a way out of this. We are grateful that we've been healthy throughout this time. We are grateful that we were able to move my mother-in-law in and keep her safe as well. We are grateful that we are able to once again physically see our family. We are grateful that we are able to once again be with our Holy Trinity family. Most of all, we are grateful to God, who heard our prayers and answered us beyond our need. Holy Trinity did not escape these difficult and challenging times either. We weren't able to gather together as a community for a while, and we had to quickly find a way to keep us connected. And our online presence was born. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Alan. We also weren't able to hold any of our fundraising activities, which helped us to offset the cost of keeping the church operating. And we had to again use some of our endowment fund to meet our obligations. We were, however, blessed with a PPP loan, which was forgiven, to help us through. Our generous family has kept up with their offerings. The bullish stock market helped our endowment to grow slightly, and we were able to use less of the fund than we normally had anticipated. Our God provided for us in our time of need in so many ways. Because of all that has happened, we have a responsibility to show that same kindness and generosity back to our family by birth and our family by choice. During this season of thanks and giving, my husband and I have given thoughtful and prayerful consideration to how we might do this. One way we've decided is to increase our estimate of giving to Holy Trinity. Additionally, we plan to offer more of our time and talent to our Holy Trinity family. And I plan to try and bring along at least one, and she doesn't know it yet, but it's coming. At least one person to Holy Trinity functions, and hopefully to worship here. I've been working the past year. So let this be the year you consider all the blessings you've received and the responsibility you have to your family. I ask that each of you prayerfully consider how you might do this. If you're already giving to Holy Trinity Church, consider if you're able to increase your estimate of giving. If you've never filled out an estimate of giving card, consider doing it, as it truly helps your vestry plan the programming and an appropriate budget for the coming year. If you find yourself unable to commit to financial giving, consider committing to the gift of your time and/or talent. Additionally, think how you might ask a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker to join you at a Holy Trinity event, and then ask them to do so. Let this be the year. Let this be the year. Let this be the year.